Zambia.
Zambia is a beautiful, landlocked country located in the southern part of the continent of Africa, near countries like Zimbabwe, Tanzania, and the DRC. The country is one of the most tourist-friendly places to travel to in Africa and is well known for its nature and adventure tourism. All right, so yeah, we in Zambia. We just landed. One thing is, if you are going into, we landed in Livingstone, and so we actually bought a visa for $50 for both Zambia and Zimbabwe here in Zambia Airport. So if you want to cross the bridge to go over to Zimbabwe, they give you a, was it 30 days?
For 30 days.
You get an unlimited visa going back and forth between the two countries for 30 days, but it's only between these two countries. Like I said, last time we came to South Africa and this time we came to South Africa, we actually talked to people from other parts of Africa and they were like, oh yeah, man, you haven't visited the real Africa yet. So we're hoping that we get the real African experience according to everyone else. In Zambia, then Zimbabwe. So right there, that's our bed and breakfast right there. To be very honest with you, I am feeling Zambia. We're staying at this like really small town. I like it. Small town feel, feels good, man, feels good. Everyone is friendly, just friendly as can be. Everyone is nice. You know, you walk by, everyone says, hey, what's up? They talk to you. I like it. After spending a few weeks in the big cities of South Africa, Livingstone Zambia is proving to be a nice change of pace as it's a small, laid-back town. Now, Zambia has a population of 17 million people. Its capital is Lusaka and is located right in the middle of the country. Most tourists set their base to be either Lusaka, the capital, or Livingstone, which is the tourism hub. Now, I landed in Livingstone, which is right on the border of Zambia and Zimbabwe. And right in the middle of the border is the world-famous Victoria Falls. It is known as the greatest curtain of falling water in the world. And with Victoria Falls being here, there's tons of activities to do here. You can visit the waterfalls, you can fly over the waterfalls, there's tons of safaris here, and you can stand right on the edge of the waterfalls called Devil's Pool. Now, while I'm in Zambia, I plan to visit the waterfalls, fly over the falls, and then visit Devil's Pool to be right on the edge of Victoria Falls. But before I do any of that, the first thing I want to do is get a lineup. And I must say, one of the most underrated things about traveling to Africa is the abundance of good barbers. I've traveled all around the world, and nothing is worse than traveling for weeks in a small town in Europe or Asia and needing a haircut. I can't tell you how many times I've had my hairline either pushed back or completely gone missing. So that haircut was about $2. That's the one thing I like about Africa though, man, is you can always get your haircut. You don't have to search for days for a barber, man. There's a barber around every corner. Huh? It is a matter how good they are, because he did slant my hairline, but it's cool. After I got a fresh cut, I found a cool taxi cab driver to take me to Victoria Falls. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how you like Livingstone, man? Were you born here?
I was not born from here. I was born from the capital city, Lusaka.
Okay.
Yeah, but I came here in 1994.
Yeah, I like the pace of it. How is Lusaka anyway?
Lusaka is too congested compared to Livingstone. Livingstone is better.
Because it's more calm.
Yeah, it's calm and there is peace in Livingstone, not in Lusaka.
But there's like no crime here.
There's no crime in Livingstone. In Livingstone, even if you want to steal a vehicle, you can.
You can't?
You can.
Oh.
As long as you can, if you want to steal a vehicle in Livingstone.
As long as?
If you just do it smart, they can't even catch you. There is no crime here.
So you're encouraging me to steal cars now? All right, right now, walking to Victoria Falls.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's freaking amazing.
amazing.
So what my man is trying to say is that this is the dry season. Because it's the dry season, the stream isn't so heavy.
Yeah.
But evidently, if you do come during the wet season, you said around November,
Yeah.
then you will not be able to see any rocks. It's just everything's just nothing but water pouring down.
If you come in the wet season, you cannot even see any of these rocks. From there up to far there, you cannot see anything.
The flow of the waterfalls depends on the season. The dry season is from May to October, while the wet season is from November to April. Now, I went to Zambia during the dry season where the stream isn't as strong. However, if you go to Zambia during the wet season, the waterfall looks like this.
Pass each other like that. It shows like you don't have respect.
So you're saying in Zambia, you always have to greet no matter where. If you know them, you don't know them, you always have to greet and say hello.
Hello. Just say hello, just like that.
Oh wow, okay, it is getting. I'm starting to feel a little.
Have you had the moisture?
Yeah, I'm feeling it now. Woo! I am feeling the moisture now.
This is the next.
All right, so if you do come here during the rainy season, if you're standing on this bridge, you need an umbrella, you need a raincoat, etc. Right? Because it's just right now it's already enough mist. Yeah. It's just a little bit of strain. But if you come here during the rainy season, it may be. I can see how it can be heavy. It's a lot of rain.
Yeah, it's
a lot of mist.
Yeah.
Woo! It's only a little bit. So imagine. I like it though. Look at this. Hello. Here during the rainy season, make sure you protect your valuables, your cameras, because it could easily get soaked.
You even come with waterproof slippers.
Really?
Yeah, because you get really soaked.
Yeah, man, I highly recommend you guys come and see Victoria Falls. It's way better than pictures or videos can ever do it any justice. Right now we're on the Zambia side. Tomorrow we're going to go over to the Zimbabwe side to get a better view of the Victoria Falls. Now, since Livingstone is in a small town and has a lot of nature around it, baboons tend to hang out in tourist locations. And they've become accustomed to snacks and potato chips. And some of these baboons are bold when it comes to getting their snacks. God, I wish I would have got that on camera. Yeah, man, what just happened was this family, maybe this American family was just walking by. And then next thing you know, this big baboon comes and snatched the Coca-Cola out of the little girl's hands, man. That was, I mean, on one hand it's tragic, on the other hand it was kind of funny because he kind of walked away like he was Debo or something. Now, after visiting the falls, the next morning I woke up at the crack of dawn and decided to view the waterfalls from a Microlight, which is kind of like a flying go-kart. I'm about to do the microflight today. I woke up this morning and they're doing this thing called load sharing, which basically they turn off all of the electricity for certain hours in the hotel, and so I couldn't iron my shirt, could barely brush my teeth, could not shower because I think the water was also turned off too. But it's all good though, you know, we here. After talking to the staff at the Microlight, they finally said it was cool for me to attach my GoPro on the wing. And with that, I'm ready to go.
So do we need to turn it upside down or?
Oh, this no.
It's okay for the video. I'm saying it's okay for the video.
Oh, no, don't turn it upside down. Okay, so old boy still turned the video upside down. So let me go ahead and fix that for you. Now, on your Microlight flight, you'll be with a pilot and they'll give you a helmet and a headset so you'll be able to communicate with the pilot at all times.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
I'm talking to him. He was talking to me.
Oh, yeah.
Now, with everything set, we're ready for takeoff. Microlight flight cost about 175 US dollars. The Microlight flight is about 15 to 30 minutes flight over amazing scenery. The pilot will first fly over the game parks, rivers, and natural formations, and then the pilot will fly over Victoria Falls. Now, I went to Zambia during the dry season, so the waterfall wasn't as long or big as it is during the wet season, which is from November to April. I absolutely recommend you view the falls from above during the wet season to get the full experience. After flying over beautiful Victoria Falls, the pilot will then fly low over game parks where you'll be able to see wildlife such as elephants, giraffes, and everything in between. The flight was excellent, by the way, because he really dug into it. He really like went over the falls and everything. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, I like that.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
One time.
This is my man Godson. When you come here, you gotta talk to Godson, man. He's the man.
I try. That's good.
Now that I've visited Victoria Falls and viewed the falls from above, now it's time to do the one thing that I was absolutely terrified of doing. And that's going to the very edge of the waterfalls called Devil.